Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Yesterday I didn't upload a video for my weekly analysis and for my daily bias. So what I'll start with is the DXY, because what I noticed ICT is doing is he's starting with DXY, working into Euro USD, and then going into the indices of S&P and Nasdaq. Okay, so what I was seeing weekly, we have this bullish order block, mean threshold hit, rejected, weekly fair value gap, worked 1, 2. So this week I'm anticipating price to take the sell side liquidity, plus we have this weekly sell side liquidity. Okay, now going into the daily, we worked into this fair value gap, we pushed higher. Friday we had a sell-off. On Monday I'm expecting the low of Friday to be taken, plus we have this weekly target that we are drawing into, plus we have no resistance here that will make us go up. So if we close on Monday bearish, plus we worked almost into this candle, you have this inefficiency right here, but since we are closer to the sell side liquidity, I'm anticipating price to be pushing harder into the sell side liquidity. So this is on the XY. So what I'm expecting for euro dollar to be bullish, since the XY is bearish. Now going into the XY weekly, order block hit, fair value gap respected, weekly bias bullish. Going into daily, we have this order block right here. Okay, we had a sell-off on Friday, and as you can see now on Monday we took the buy side liquidity of Friday. But before we took it, I took a trade, and because I have my daily bias bullish, I took a trade, and I took my take profit at this buy side liquidity. So going into lower time frames, what I saw is this is the London low. So London low was taken into NY AM session. I saw that we have a breaker right here. I waited to get a rejection from the breaker, and I entered my trade, and my first target was this my second target was this buy side liquidity, and my first target was this area right here. If you go on the 15 minutes, you can see that this is a fair value gap, and it was my first target. Since I'm new, I need to take profits before my last target, because this is the way that I control my emotions, by pyramiding and by taking profits partials along the way. So if you can see the executions right here, so this is, if you go to the 5 minute, we can see that this is the breaker that I used. So going into the 1 minute, we got into the breaker. If you can see, this is the 75%. So you can see that the bodies are what I saw is the bodies are respecting the 75%. Then I waited for this swing high to be broken, and I entered the trade. Okay, so as you can see, the trade was taken right here. Okay, after the close of the candle, not the close of the candle, but after I saw that the price is pushing higher, then I marked this order block. Okay, so if you go right here, so this is the order block. I marked it. Okay, we pushed higher. We had this down close candle plus rejection from this fair value gap, and we are in a buy model. So what I did is I entered right here and my first stop loss was right here. Then when we worked into the 15 minutes fair value gap, plus we had this void right here and we had this down close candle, so what I did is I moved my stop loss right here. Okay, so I entered right here and my stop loss is right here. It was about like 0.03% my stop loss, and I was aiming for this high. I took partials right here, and because my brother told me that I wanna go to help him, I didn't enter a trade right here. But if I wanted to pyramid, I would have waited for this to happen. I would have entered right here for like uh, 20,000 contracts. Okay, so this is maybe about 0.2 lots. Then I saw the break, okay, to the upside, and I would pyramided this close candle, this up close candle. I would have entered here, and my stop loss would be moved from there to there, and my take profit would have been right here. So I would have made more money than I made today, but I was very grateful because I had my rules checked, plus I was using lots of things in order to enter the trade. So usually what I do is I wait for this London sell side liquidity to be taken. I go to the 1 minute, I wait for a powerful shift in market structure for a swing high. So this is my swing high. We have low, high, lower low. So this is would have been my breaker, plus I would have waited for this swing point to be broken after sell side is taken. Okay, sell side taken, fair value gap right here, fair value gap right here, worked into the 50% of the fair value gap. So if you can see, worked into the 50%. I don't take a trade if it's hit at the fair value gap and went up. Okay, so at least 50% of the fair value gap went onto the 50% of the fair value gap. My entry would have been right here, my stop loss below the swing low, and as you know, my target would have been the swing high, and for sure I would have been pyramiding all the way. So as you can see, we have shift, fair value gap, entry right here. Okay, we have this breaker, I would have entered, so my stop loss would be here, entry right here. We have another shift, we have respect of the 50%, I would have entered. Okay, so this is would be like 3 pyramiding, and I would stop, and since I entered on the 50%, my stop loss would be this low right here. I'm not expecting this low to be broken. Okay, so this is on the 1 minute, but because we worked this movement right here, I was waiting for retracement, okay, to this breaker, plus if you want more a little bit of confluence, if you take the high and the low, it's below the 50%. So we worked into the 50% and we got rejected. Okay, so and if you go to the DXY, you can see that here. Okay, so we went down, hit the order block, the fair value gap, and this is the retracement that I took on euro dollar. But as you can see, we didn't have much retracement on DXY. We had this breaker right here, respected, okay, 50%, and a sell-off. So I was watching both markets and seeing what is happening, and in my opinion, it was a beautiful trade. I didn't manage it very well. I entered, so this my entry here, uh, because I don't wanna put my stop loss right here. I entered right here to put my stop loss here. Okay, but if I had more confidence in my breaker that I marked, I would have entered on this up growth candle, and my stop loss would be the low right here, since we have a break in market structure. Okay, so this would have been a better trade, but I was waiting for more confirmation, since I am new and I don't have a lot of experience in the market. I waited for confirmations and I entered the trade. If we wanna dive deep into it more, so this is low, high, lower low, so this is a breaker too. So as you can see, we worked into the 50% of the breaker, we got out of the breaker, worked into the high of the breaker, and we pushed high. Okay, so the last video that I watched for breakers on ICT market 2023, it gave me a lot of insights, it gave me a lot of confluence, and as you can see, I'm watching all the levels that are very important to me. Okay, so plus, if you wanna work on the breaker, you can see that it's hitting a standard deviation with the target, so it's very beautiful. Okay, and in the past 2 days I was having a lot of difficulties to identify my breaker, but I think now I'm more comfortable in taking breakers and having confidence in these breakers that I'm marking. So this is today's video. I hope that it was insightful for you. Please, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.